dark, sultry, deep, smoky eye for New Year's Eve with just a little pop of glitter and gold on the lid. But this is a lot different from what I would normally do, but I thought, why not? New Year's Eve, it's time to go out with your friends, and well, for me, I'm gonna stay home, but time to go out with your friends and have fun and just like, you know, just to go out of your comfort zone a little bit. So I use the Tartiest Pro palette for this look, which is so gorgeous. And I did have some problems blending, but not because of this eyeshadow, because I love Tarte's eyeshadows, but just because my eyelids are so dry because of this nice winter season here. So I did my best to blend it out and try to fix it as much as I could. But this is just like a nice warm brown smoky eye with, again, just a little pop of glitter and some gold. And I paired it with this nude glossy lip. You could do silver, you could do black instead of the brown. Like, there's so many things you can do, just as long as you have a good blending brush, maybe some better eye cream than I have, because like my eyelids are so dry. 2016 was amazing for me. I found out that I'm expecting baby number 2, and it's a little boy, and I'm so excited. And I got married in 2016 to my amazing husband. I love him so much. And we already have one adorable little boy, Grayson, so I'm excited for him to have a little brother. And YouTube, like 23,000 subscribers, that's crazy. Thank you guys for all your support, watching my videos, subscribing to my channel, follow me on Snapchat, any of those things. I just appreciate you guys so much, because I don't really know how God wants to use me or what he wants me to do with my life. I'm just gonna keep uploading videos and doing freelancing on clients, because I thought about quitting freelance a few months ago. He keeps sending me clients and brides and girls for prom to do their makeup, and people keep subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. So I'm just gonna keep going the direction that I think he's pushing me in, and keep praying for signs and hope that I get some answers, and that this is maybe what I'm supposed to do. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys so much. 2017, new friendships, a new baby for me. I'm so excited. A little niece. I'm getting a little niece, my sister, who I'm like this with. We've always been super close. She's pregnant too, and she's having a little girl in May, and I'm due July 10th. So I'm excited for another little one. I think 2 is enough for me, or that's 4. 2 is definitely enough for me. I'm done now. But I hope you guys have a great 2017. I hope 2016 was good for you, and if it wasn't, put all that negative stuff in the past. It's nothing that you need to carry into the new year, because that's only gonna wear down on you. It's a chance for new opportunities, new friendships, new careers, new anything, just time to start over. Keep all that negativity in the past, toxic relationships, toxic people. Let it go, move on, and move on to something better. Harping on things like material things, or even just like situations, just bring you down, and it's time for a new start. And loving yourself more, spending more time on yourself and what you love to do with your family, because that's what really matters. 2017 is going to be a great year for me, and I know it will be for you guys too. So I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you have an amazing 2017. And anyway, if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this deep and sultry New Year's Eve smoky eye, then just keep watching. Hey guys, so I filmed a foundation routine before this video, so basically my face makeup is completely done, so we're going to jump straight to the eyes. And I'm going to take the shade Bold from the Tartiest Pro palette and start working that into my crease as a transition shade. And I'm using my Morphe M502 brush as always. But I go back in with this a lot until I'm satisfied with the intensity. But this look takes a lot of blending and a lot of time, and all of my little mess ups with Q-tips and trying to make sure that it was as good as it could be with dry eyelids. I go back and forth a lot, but I did keep a lot of that blending in here, and most of it is in real time. So now, dipping back into that palette, I'm going to take the shade Innocent, just a little bit darker than Bold, and apply that into my crease as well. Using the same windshield wiper motions just to make sure everything is nice and blended. And now for the dark brown, where it all started going downhill, but as you can see, I already have that dry patch on my lid anyway. I'm going to take the shade Edgy on my same M502 and start pressing that into my eyelid and then blending it out. This eye was not quite as bad, but there's some awful dry patch on my other eye that's the closest to the camera. So it was a little rough, but I tried to make it work, and I thought it'd be good for you guys to see too that I mess up and I'm not perfect. I'm definitely not an expert, but you just have to keep working with it and trying your best to blend it out and fix it the best you can. So using that same edgy shade, I'm just blending back and forth. Until I feel like it's as blended as it can be. Now I'm going to take the shade Innocent again and just blend that out so we don't have any harsh lines. I go back and forth with these shades a lot just because transition shades and lighter browns are really important when you're doing a smoky eye so that everything is not too bold and too intense, and then it is like nice and gradient. And now I'm going to apply the shade Edgy on my lid with my finger, and you guys know I always use my finger for my lid shade just because you get the least amount of fallout this way and the most color payoff. So I'm not really placing that in any certain place on my lid. I'm just kind of throwing it on there because I'm going to go back over it and blend it out with my Sigma E25. And now using my M502, I'm just going to go back over everything with no additional product and blend. Like I said, I'll be going in and blending a lot. Now I'm going to take a Q-tip and just kind of clean up my mess because it's starting to get a little out of control over here, and I want to try to correct it as much as I can on that dry patch. And now dipping back into the palette, I'm going to take the shade Whimsy, which is a nice burnt orange, and I'm going to use that same Morphe M502 just to put that into my crease and add a little bit more depth and warmth. Again, making sure everything is as blended as it possibly can be and that it's nice and seamless. And because I lost a little bit of depth blending out, I'm going to take the shade Edgy on my finger again just to build up that lid shade one more time. Now I'm going to take the shade Smoked on my Sigma E25, which is just a darker brown, and just put that right on my outer V to give us a little bit more intensity and kind of more dimension so it's not just so flat and warm and brown. And then just to clean up some of the fallout that I had, I'm going to take the two highlighting shades out of the Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette on my e.l.f. small taper brush and just clean up my under eye and brighten it up a little bit. And then going back into the palette, I'm going to take the shade Edgy first on a pencil brush and smoke out my lower lash line, which is a lot more intense than I would normally do, but it's definitely appropriate for the look. And then I'm going to take the shade Whimsy and Innocent and mix those together and then blend out that dark brown, so it's not as harsh. But this really ties the look together because then your lower lash line isn't blank and it all matches your lid. So now I'm going to take the shade Ethereal with my finger and just pop that on to the center of my eye like a little spotlight effect. And then I am going to go in with a lighter gold before the glitter just to use this as a base. And now this is just me just trying to work on that one little spot to make it look as clean as it can and as blended and nice as it can. Now to highlight, I'm going to take the shade Classic from the palette on a dome shader brush and just pop that right onto my brow bone. This will also help with the blending because it's a lighter shade, so it'll kind of act as an eraser and help me blend those shadows together more seamlessly. Now going back into Innocent, that same M502, blending those two shades together, so there's not such a huge contrast there. And then going into Edgy again, I'm going to deepen it up just a little bit more. Like I said, a lot of blending, a lot of back and forth, but with darker looks, you have to really take your time and try to perfect it as much as you can. Now going back into the palette, I'm going to take this light gold shade, the shade Glam, and just apply that right over the top of Ethereal to add a little more pop since it's a lighter gold shade. And then for our glitter, I'm going to take the MAC Reflects Gold, which is super pretty. You can't tell that it's gold here, but on the lid, it's just a nice extra little pop, and it adds more to the look. So I'm just applying this with the MAC Mixing Medium and then using what is on the cap to just put a little bit of sparkle on my lid. And I did get some fallout on my face, so I held my towel underneath my eye because I can't stand when glitter gets all over my face. It's so hard to get off. But of course, everyone loves glitter. It looks so pretty. And now for our inner corner highlight, I'm going to take Girly from ColourPop as usual and pop that right onto the inner corners with my pinky finger. Then I'm going to take my mascara. I'm using the Loreal Telescopic as usual and just apply a coat on my lower and top lashes before I apply my Nay Grand Glamour lashes. These are a lot more dramatic than what I would normally wear, but they're super pretty. Now I'm just going to apply some of my ColourPop Brew-haha liner in my waterline. And then I'm going to brighten up my under eye just a little bit more because these looks, or this eye look, is very heavy and dark. So I wanted to make sure that I was as bright as I could be on my under eye. And then I'm just going to take my Sonia Kashuk number 130 brush and clean up my nose contour. And then my Morphe E4 just to make sure that my blush is blended in as well. And then we're going to highlight, and I'm going to take the Sephora brand Light Beam highlighter on my Morphe M501 highlighting brush and just apply that to the high points of my cheeks, down the bridge of my nose, and also on the tip of my nose. And now for our lips, as always, I'm going to wipe off my excess chapstick, and then I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Skimpy lip liner and just line my lips and then make sure that it's blended in so I don't have a harsh lip line. And then for my lipstick, I'm going to take the MAC Mariah Carey Dahhhling lipstick and apply that all over, but it wasn't quite as nude as I wanted it to be. So after I sat there and looked at it for a second, I pulled out this really super nude shade that I have. It's literally like white out for your lips, but it is Maybelline Bare All, and I just applied a little bit of that to the center of my lips so that it would lighten it up. And because this look was so much deeper than I would normally do, I decided that I need some more bronzer, which what's new. So I'm taking my M527 and my Maybelline Fit Me 355 powder just to bronze up my skin a little bit more. And then I'm taking Buxom White Russian gloss to top it all off. And then that completes this look. So of course, Snapchat saw it first. Make sure to follow me there, BCO95. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, love you guys.